Okay, so the day is finally here. We're going to be finishing up the majority of the Maersk train project. In this video, we're going to be talking about the wagons, containers, and stickers. I am very happy with how all this turned out. If you missed part 1 where we talked about the locomotives, you can click the card up here. That will take you to the first video, and then the end screen of that video will take you right back here. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so before we get into the physical builds, I wanted to talk about the instructions and studio files. So I do have the instructions for the locomotive. It pretty much follows the original instructions except for like these triangle tiles here and a few alternate colors inside the locomotive. And then down here you're going to have a full parts list for everything. Just keep in mind that the train motors don't have a part number. They're not actually in the parts list. Since they're not in BrickLink Studio. They only have 9-volt motors. The 75C24 for the rigid tubing, that's a 24 length, very expensive part. But again, 75C32 is much, much cheaper. In my experience, about $1.75. And that's kind of covered more in the first video. For the containers and wagons, you can just use the official instructions. You can get these from lego.com. They're very simple to make. But these instructions will have the wagon, wow, that looks like crap. The wagons, the containers, even the truck if you want to build that. So I didn't see the need to do instructions for these, but I do have studio files for them and I'll show you why. But first, if you want to choose an alternate color, I've tried to make that very easy, just like I've done with other projects. I've put all of the dark Azure pieces in step 2. So you can click on the top part there, scroll all the way down, hold shift and click the bottom part, and then you can choose any color you want. So if you want to build maybe, let's say green, like AFOL and KFOL bricks, you can try green, you can do a render, you can see how you like it, and just try different colors. So BrickStickerShop has the stickers in dark Azure now, and before they had Maersk Blue, medium Azure, and dark blue, which I don't see here. So you've got some options if you want to use stickers. If you don't want to use stickers, you can just build it as is here. And you can use the triangle tiles if you want to get this kind of stripe without having to use stickers. And then I've done the same thing for the wagons. So you can go to step 2. You can do the same thing here. Select all the pieces. Try whatever color you want. You want to do yellow, you could do that. We can do green like they did. And the reason I went through all this trouble, I also have a file for the containers. So what you can do is you can actually select all of these parts, copy, and you can paste it into a studio file. So let's do 2 wagons, let's do some containers, just like that. And then now you can have a parts list for the entire project. This price you can safely ignore most of the time. It could be more, it could be less, it just kind of depends. Yeah, so it's got these 24 length hoses there. It's saying $7 each. I can pretty much guarantee you won't find them for $7. And also $7 for these windows. They were definitely not $7 each. But they were the single hole in the bottom because I used the newer glass inserts for them. Anyways, but yeah, you can take this, you can add to wanted list, and it will go right into BrickLink and set you up with a wanted list, and then you can go through and exclude parts you already have in your collection. That's kind of my workflow, to just start by creating a big BrickLink wanted list, and then removing parts or adjusting quantities as I pull them out of my collection, and then I just order what I need to complete the project. So again, all of the studio files and the instructions will be linked in the description below. I don't think I'm able to upload this to Rebrickable since it's basically just a color modification. There were very few alterations beyond that. But without further ado, let's take a look at the physical models. Okay, so first off, we're going to start with the wagons. They're very simple to build. They're basically built to the instructions, except I think these cheese slopes were light bluish gray in the original. And again, just like when I did the locomotive video, all of the Maersk Blue colors have been substituted for dark Azure. I think it looks quite good. It's kind of a richer color to me. I did use the yellow bogie plates because I'm building like 8 of these. And if you want to get these in black, they're going to cost you about like $3.50, $4 each in the US. That's far more than I want to spend. Again, I'd have to buy 16 of them. So I'm just not going to do it. But as you can see here, if you use 2 containers anyways, you won't be able to see that. So your containers just kind of stack in just like this. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but that's kind of a good thing because it keeps them in there without any studs actually locking in place. So you can stack 2 on top of each other. Again, you can run them back to back, or you can just have a single container per wagon, or 4. You want to stack 2 up here, go for it. So in my case, I built these a bit differently. It's kind of a pain to get them off. These corner tiles always stay connected. All right, let's get this off. Right there. Okay, so you'll notice this does not have any doors. Very specific reason for that. They're crazy expensive. I'm not going to invest the money I would need to put doors on the end of all of these containers. Currently I have, I think 18 containers total. That would have added up to a lot of money. I did use them on the white refrigerated units because these were much cheaper to get. I was going to look up the prices of the light bluish gray doors, see what sets they were in. BrickLink is currently down. Okay, editing Brian here. BrickLink is back up, so let's go check it out. Yeah, these were not in very many sets. A lot more in the other colors. So let's go to sets. So in white, they're actually very common. You can see all of these sets, they were available in white. At least this side. You're going to have the left and right side. Light bluish gray. You've got the Maersk train. Highly sought after. And then you've got these 2 very exclusive sets. So again, we can look real quick. Light bluish gray. And we're going to be in the USA. I would have needed a minimum quantity, but we'll look. Yeah, so if in order to get any kind of quantity, we're looking at $4 each. And you saw how many of these containers I'm planning to build, so that was just not an option. But the white doors were cheap enough to get them for the refrigerated units. So, back to the video. The other end of the refrigerated unit has kind of a control panel and everything here. I'm actually missing a piece down here. Let's see if it's... Yeah, there. I needed this vertical clip brick. So I've got some more of those coming in the mail. And you've got a little binocular piece in there. It's got some nice detail. You've got a single sticker up here, and then you've got the sticker above the doors, and then the big sticker along the side. We'll get into the stickers in a bit here. Something to keep in mind is if you want to run them back to back, the doors will have to go on the end, because otherwise these handles would interfere with the other container. So what I've done here is just close this off. I didn't worry about all the greebling and everything here. It's just, you're not going to see it. So I did build these in a few different ways. You could also build it with just this end and without the doors, and then it could go, you know, like this. And the way you would put 2 in is you just take 2x2 bricks and a 2x2 plate and stack them up. That's how it was originally in the set. And then you can just put them back to back. One other thing I will mention is you've got this piece here is a 5-high slotted brick, and then you've got a lot of these 1x2 slotted bricks. These are generally about 11 to 14 cents each, something like that. I think it's 11 on lego.com. If you want to buy one of these on lego.com, it's like 55 cents. So it's exactly the cost of stacking 5-high, which is kind of crazy to me. So this wouldn't have saved me any money on lego.com. But I don't shop there often anyways, because their shipping times are just far worse than just about any BrickLink seller. I try to keep things on a schedule here, so I can't wait a month or 2 for parts to show up. But these are only about 11-12 cents on BrickLink. So you're saving 5 times the cost. So that saved me a substantial amount of money to get all these built. And it just makes them easier to build. You don't have to stack 5 of these up in every place that they would go. And we're going to go ahead and start talking about stickers. And you may have noticed that these two do not match each other. This is the original Maersk Blue stickers. Both of these are from BrickStickerShop.com. This is not sponsored in any way. I reached out to them as a customer and requested Dark Azure because they already have these stickers in, again, Maersk Blue, Dark Blue, and Medium Azure. But I thought that this would look quite good, and they accepted the request and got them made very quickly. So these I'm probably going to end up replacing with Dark Azure or another sticker because they do have lots of other stickers. These were just the 2 I picked out. I thought they looked cool. We've got the CSX logo, and then this is Docker. This is a Linux program for running Docker images. Out of the scope for this video, but it's just the most random thing that I've seen on the site. You know, all the others, they have like Evergreen, and they have different shipping companies. They have Amazon. They have all kind of different things. I didn't want to give Amazon any more advertising than they deserve. But these are the ones I picked up. I do actually use Docker. I use Unraid for my Linux server at home. Stores all my files, all the hundreds of gigabytes of video files for videos like this. So I thought that was really cool to have that going around the layout. Now let's look at the sticker sheets. And one thing I will mention, when I looked at the BrickStickerShop website, the Dark Azure stickers didn't really seem to look right in the pictures. It looked more like a medium or sky blue. But they were pretty quick to get back with me and emailed me pictures of the stickers next to a Dark Azure piece, and it looks absolutely perfect. Honestly, their color matching is far better than even Lego themselves do. But I was glad that they were able to get back with me and give me some reassurance before I ordered 6 of these sets. So shout out to the team over at BrickStickerShop. They've been great throughout this entire process. And again, I have no indication they have any idea who I am. I don't think I had any special treatment being a small YouTuber. But I've also have plenty of folks in my Discord and in the community that I've had great experiences with BrickStickerShop. So we'll start with the largest sticker sheet and work our way down. So each sticker sheet's going to come with enough stickers to do 3 containers. So these are a little bit larger. These 2 smaller ones will go on the locomotives. Or I guess these are medium sized because you have these little guys, these small ones here. Those will go on the 1x8 tiles for the wagons. They were also used in the truck and trailer that originally came with the set. I'm eventually probably going to build that. And then you also have these, they're hard, you might not even notice it looking at it like this, but you have these 10219 stickers here. So that's that sticker. And then this is the kind of medium-sized logo there. And then the next sticker sheet, these are all the stickers that would go on the doors of the container or on the back of the refrigerated unit. You have the license plates for the truck and trailer. And then all of these are going to be on the locomotive. So we got this guy here. That is the front logo. And if you've ever heard the term sticker on assembly, this is that in spades. It's across 8 of these sloped plates. So you can kind of see, you know, the sticker doesn't, these aren't perfectly smooth. So you can kind of see it peeling up a little bit there. This is all perfectly normal. That's exactly how the original set was back in the day. It's a bit surprising that they did that. Sticker on assembly is something they've been getting away from. Then we have this other logo here, and that's along the back, the same as the front on all these sloped tiles. And what's funny is like these aren't even connected to each other really. So if you take this apart, you're just going to have the pieces kind of flapping around with the sticker holding them together. But why would you ever take this apart, right? And you also have these with the white stripe going down. So you've got the Dark Azure section there. And then these sections here are actually clear, so the light bluish gray shows through. So you've got one here, and then you've got one here on the end. And then, yeah, I almost forgot, you got these little tiny 10219 stickers. You've got 2 on the front and 2 on the back. So now, and you wouldn't notice these either. These are actually white stickers here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use them or not. So this is without. It goes on these windows here. And then I did this one with it so I could see what it looked like. I just don't think it matches Lego white very well. Maybe it's just these bricks, but these look more of a cream color. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think it looks okay. It's not very distracting to not have it. So the jury's still out on that one. And then you have these round stickers for the fans that go along the top here. I was kind of surprised when I found out that the middle section is not actually pre-cut here. So if you take this sticker up, it's all one piece. So that's going to look like crap if you try to put it on top of these. These are kind of Technic round panel plate. I don't even know what you would call this. So if you can see, I actually cut out the center section there to get them on there. And I'll show how I did that, because I'll probably use these in other locomotives. I just placed my knife down kind of right on the edge there, and then just, it's not going to be easy to do on this rubber mat here, but just kept spinning it around, keeping the knife in place. It doesn't have to be exact. You can look at these. You can probably, if you get really close, you can see they're cut very jagged. They're not great, but when you look at it, you know, from far away, you really can't tell. You've really got to get in there to tell how badly they were cut. So that would be basically my only critique of the BrickStickerShop Maersk stickers, is that I'd like to see that midsection pre-cut. And while we're talking about critiques, out of all the stickers I got 5 complete sets of these. This is the only one with any quality issues. You can see that little white thing there. There's a couple little light kind of splotches. It's probably not even going to show up well on the camera, but you've just got some white kind of spots. But again, like from here, you can't even tell. So if I'm getting that granular, if I'm looking that deeply to try to find any quality issues, to me, that's the mark of a good product. So I'm absolutely impressed and happy with the quality of the stickers they sent me. And I'll also note, I'm in the US. The stickers got here in about 2 weeks, which is pretty quick. Shipping costs were reasonable. The full sticker set, all 3 of these, it's like $6 or something. It's not expensive at all. So I placed a pretty large order. I got some other stickers as well, which will probably show up in future videos. Even if I don't comment on them, they'll be on some of the builds. And I will say this was a bit of a pain to get the stickers on after the locomotive was built. Getting this tile out, well, actually I had the triangle tiles through here, but it was kind of a pain to get out because you've got this clip right here. Let's see if I can show what I'm talking about. Well, the whole thing came off that time. Plate came with it. But you can see you've got a stud connection on the back here, and you've got the clips here. It kind of locks it in a bit, so I had to kind of pull part of the locomotive up to get them out. I pulled these side panels off and took these tiles away and then tried to place the sticker. They're very tough to place, these stickers, I will tell you that. I used 2 brick separators on each end and kind of placed them and got one side, pushed it across. And even then, I didn't do great. You can see there's some bubbles in this one. Some were better than others. There was a lot of stickers to place. Again, I think I did like 18 of these guys. So really, you know, that's not too bad. But just something to keep in mind. That's why I didn't place these stickers on camera, because I have done that before and made some pretty critical mistakes there. You know, it was when I got the Maersk Blue ones. I didn't get it quite straight, so I peeled it up to try to replace it, dropped it, and then it got a bunch of like dirt and stuff on it from the floor. So that sticker was kind of ruined. But they do fairly well if you need to replace them, if you need to just peel it back up and try again. They're pretty resilient for that. So I did want to mention all of that. And then I guess to finish off what we're showing off here, I built this little switcher. This is not my design at all. This is by Masio on YouTube, and I will link to the video where he shows how to build this. I, of course, took it one step further. The original was red and black. I actually built it a long time ago, but recently went through and put all these dark azure and white pieces, swap these out for light bluish gray, the windows, and I think it looks pretty cool. This stripe isn't perfect because of the way the bricks are, but you can't really tell unless you're looking very closely. Just notice I'm missing the horns up here. But yeah, and then I used, you know, I had some extra Maersk stickers, so I just kind of stuck that there. I don't know if this is going to stay. I would like to have a switcher for the Maersk stuff, but I think I want to go a little bit larger for it. I have seen some pretty good designs online, just pictures. I haven't seen anything on like Rebrickable or anything. But I might try to build my own. As I'm doing all these modifications of official and fan-made builds, I feel like I'm getting a little bit better with this stuff. So I'm going to have some footage of all this stuff running around the layout to try to close out the video. So make sure not to miss that. If you want to talk about any of this kind of stuff, Lego trains, or just Lego in general, I'd encourage you to join our Discord server, which is linked in the description below. If you want to help support the channel and projects like this, you can join our memberships and get access to videos early, and even help a bit in their creation. So shout out to all of you guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.